Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Purdy to throw it on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Oh, his first throw of the game gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He's going to try and take off with it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 59 yards. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Niners 7, Cowboys 0. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Purdy now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Purdy now to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard to about the 33-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off with points for themselves.
At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Now 2nd and 9. Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey.
No, he didn't. Wait, what? Hold up.
77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch out their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Hustle.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Dancing to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. They go play action here. Purdy being chased out left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49ers.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2nd and 7.
Tackle made by Malik Hooker.
Here's Purdy. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Throwing here, Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Jefferson. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 45 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Moody. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is Lamb on the end around. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
And Prescott, he's going to change things up here. 2nd and 13. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, their first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Escapes this, and a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 4th down, Prescott. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Birdie's pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Prescott out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure.
Nowhere to go here. He lost it. This is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
49-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time,
there he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 70 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Purdy will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. 83 yards. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is down to 28-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. And they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
The 49ers 16-yard line.
On second down, it's Pollard. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing them.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Prescott now on second down. That is caught by Lamb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's now third down.
Kill.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now Dak. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 36 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49.
Son of a bitch!
A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chance.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. To throw, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
That guy cannot throw.
This one in the win column for the 49ers. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Purdy bootlegging it. And now here is another interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes 2nd down. One last shot now for Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.